change have I? The courage to change have I? The courage to change today. Have I? The courage to change have I? The courage to change have I? The courage to change today. You're not alone in all this. You're not alone, I promise. Standing together we can do anything. You're not alone in all this. You're not alone, I promise. Standing together we can do anything.
Good morning. I'm Bob Ertman, your worship leader this morning. Welcome. Whoever you are welcome here. Wherever you come from and wherever you are going, you are welcome here. Whomever you love, you are welcome here. And whether you believe in God some of the time, all of the time, or none of the time, you are welcome here. And now, please join me in reaffirming our covenant. Love is the spirit of our people, and service is our call. To build the beloved community, to seek fuller truths in love, to dwell together in peace, to offer aid and affirmation, and to live for one another. This is our covenant. And now we light our chalice. We have a lot of work to do, and we light this chalice to light our way.
Atop the towers, two blues both collide. By noon we haven't showered, time just rolls by. I'm looking to surrender, can't put down the phone. Summer, don't step on winter, must leave it alone. I am present, I'm alive. I am everything that's now under the sky. I am here, I am now. Spreading love to everyone around. The city full of sirens, the sights and the sounds. Meetings every hour, then lunch way downtown. To surrender, sing out a new song. The pitch ain't always perfect, but I'm not alone. I am present, I'm alive. I am everything that's now under the sky.
Good morning. I'm going to open our Wonder Box. And I found a plant inside from our native garden here at the church. This month's theme is decolonizing our faith. And sometimes it's helpful to look back as we look forward together. I'm going to tell you a creation story from Indigenous people, adapted from a book, Braiding Sweetgrass, Indigenous Wisdom, Scientific Knowledge, and the Teachings of Plants by Robin Wall Kimmerer. In the beginning, there was a sky world. The sky world was full of people and families, and there was a great tree of life that offered every being food and medicine. One day, during a big windstorm, the tree of life fell over, and the whole root base tipped over and left a big hole in the ground of the sky world. A curious woman came near the tree to look inside the hole and fell through. We call her Sky Woman. A column of light streamed from a hole in the sky world, marking her path where only darkness had been before. It took her a long time to fall. Hurtling downward, she saw only dark water below, but in that emptiness, there were many eyes gazing up at her. In that sudden shaft of life, she looked like a speck of dust until she began to get closer, and the eyes noticed that it was a woman with her arms outstretched and long dark hair flowing behind her. The geese nodded at one another and rose together from the water in a wave of goose music. She felt the beat of their wings as they flew beneath to break her fall. Far from the only home she'd ever known, she caught her breath at the warm embrace of the soft feathers of the geese. The geese could not hold the woman above the water much longer, so they called a council together to decide what to do. A great turtle floated in their midst and offered her his back for her to rest upon. Gratefully, she stepped from the goose wings onto the dome of his shell. The others understood that she needed land for her home and discussed how they might serve her need. The deep divers among them had heard of mud at the bottom of the water and agreed to go find some. First, the loon dove, but the distance was too far, and after a long while, he surfaced with nothing to show for his efforts. One by one, the other animals offered to help. Otter, beaver, but the depth, the darkness, and the pressure were too great for even the strongest of swimmers. They returned gasping for air. Some did not return at all. Soon, only little Muskrat was left, the weakest diver of all. He volunteered to go while the others looked on. His small legs flailed as he worked his way downward, and he was gone for a very long time. They waited and waited for him to surface, and finally they saw bubbles, and he rose to the top with a limp body. He had given his life to aid this helpless human. But then the others noticed that his paw was tightly clenched, and when they opened it, there was a small handful of mud. Turtle said, "Here, put it on my back, and I will hold it." Sky Woman bent and spread out the mud with her hands across the shell of the turtle. Moved by the extraordinary gifts of the animals, she sang in thanksgiving and then began to dance. Her feet caressing the earth, the land grew and grew as she danced her thanks, from the dab of mud on Turtle's back until the whole earth was made. Not by Sky Woman alone, but from all of the animals' gifts, coupled with her deep gratitude. Together they formed what we know today as our home. The Sky Woman story was shared by the originals throughout the Great Lakes. I wonder how this story of creation compares to the stories of creation we know.
We come to the time in our service for passages, homecomings, and transitions, and I offer to you the opportunity to share what is on your heart, a joy, a sorrow, a concern. Type it in the chat. We're going to listen to a song, When Our Heart is in the Holy Place, And afterward, I will respond to your messages in the chat and offer a prayer. Please do that at this time. Thank you.
When your heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we trust the wisdom in each of us, every color, every creed and kind, and we see our faces in each other's eyes, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we tell our story from deep inside, and we listen with a loving mind, and we hear our voices in each other's words, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in